Okay, this is gumbo from scratch. So I cut up 2 onions, about 4 strips of celery. This is like 4 links of sausage. You can do less or more. This is the sausage that I use, but you can use any sausage. So I have a half a cup of butter, or 1 stick, and a half a cup of all-purpose flour. Some people do 2 sticks and 1, which would equal 1 cup, and then 1 cup of flour. But I do a half a cup of flour, a half a cup or 1 stick of butter. I am already, before I do this or make my roux, I like to cook my chicken halfway through. You can use rotisserie chicken. Another thing, you don't have to use butter. You can use a highest smoking point oil, which would be like avocado oil, or you can use vegetable oil. But I like to use butter. But if you use butter, be careful. Don't leave the site because it will burn. So I like to have my meat ready. It can be cooked halfway because when we put it in the gumbo, it's going to cook the rest of the way. But I like to have this already cooked before I start my roux, so that way, because when you're doing a homemade roux, you cannot leave this pot, right? So I like to chop my vegetables up. I like to have my meats chopped up, whatever meats I add, which would be sausage and then chicken. And I normally don't do this, but I'm going to add some Louisiana shrimp at the very, very, very end. Like at the very end, because it doesn't cook, doesn't cook long. It's already de-shelled. But you don't have to do that, but you can put any meat you want. Okay, I got my 2 onions and then 4 pieces of celery cut up. My 4 links of sausage cut up. And then I cooked just some chicken, almost fully cooked. You don't have to cook it completely because it'll cook in the gumbo for a couple of hours. So I got all that ready before I start the roux. That way when the roux is done, I can just add everything to it. Okay, let's start this roux. Set it to medium heat, about a 5, and I'm gonna come back in a minute because we're gonna have to constantly stir this, probably for a good hour. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna have to stir this probably for a good hour before we go further. I just want to show you the shrimp that I get. I don't know if y'all can get this here, if y'all can get that over where you're at, but it's true Gulf shrimp, and you gotta look on the back because a lot of these shrimp companies, they'll say made in Guang, whatever, China, whatever. But you see how it says right here where it's packaged for Big Easy Foods, 3935 Ryan Street, Lake Charles, Louisiana. I normally get this one because it's in America. The shrimp was from the Gulf. Also, with the chicken, you can get rotisserie chicken already made from the store, which would be really good and much easier than cooking the chicken before making the roux. I'll show you my fall. Little animals. Okay, this is about 25 minutes later. And you just you're looking for that really, really dark chocolate color. If you do leave this pot, leave it for about, you can leave it for up to like 20 seconds. Just make sure it's being monitored or it will burn. It's really hot. Another thing, I've made roux in enamel coated pots, stock pots, and this is a Magnolite. And my favorite to make homemade roux is in a Magnolite, but you definitely can make it in a stock pot or like with a heavy bottom, or an enamel pot. Something that has a heavy bottom would make a good you can make your homemade roux and it would turn out really, really, really good. Also, you always use a stainless steel spoon or a metal spoon because it really, really gets hot. Okay, we're at the peanut butter stage, so we're halfway done. But we're looking for that dark chocolate color. It's almost ready. What a pretty color. So I put the rice on. This is 2 cups of rice, any kind of rice you like, to 3 cups of water. But first clean your rice, and then I'm gonna boil it or bring it to a boil and then go all the way down to low after it's being boiled. Turn it to low, to your lowest setting, and then you're gonna put the lid on top afterwards. Okay, it came to a boil. And you're gonna put it on the lowest setting. And put the lid on it. And probably about for 15 minutes. And let's check this roux. This is what you're looking for. Look how pretty. This is officially done. The chocolate. Okay, I just put the vegetables in it. Watch out though, because it's really, really hot. And mix that up really good. See why you need to get your vegetables ready before. Okay, so you cook the vegetables about 15 minutes. Lower the fire a little bit, and then my secret is I add some chicken broth. But I usually add the organic one, but I didn't have that. No problem. You add about 2 cartons. Okay, I just added chicken, sausage, and I'm about to add, and I added 4 cups of water. So it's about that high. And then you add your seasoning of choice. I normally just do Slap Your Mama. It's really called Slap Your Mama. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, and a little parsley. The rice is done. Look how fluffy that looks. See if I can put my camera. It's done. Perfect rice every time. Turn it off. This gumbo will cook. You can cook this on low for like 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, or on medium for about 2 hours, and it should be done. You can cut the chicken in the pot if it's too big, but you cook it down for about good 2 hours, and it is the best. Time consuming to make your homemade roux, but the best. You serve that over rice and put some green onions on top. Hope that you can make it yourself. I mean, it's time consuming, but it's really easy. Let me know in the comments what you think.